And so, welcome to this year's AIPL doubles final. We have Keith Jones and Larry Baker versus Kevin Smith and Jason Harper. My name's John, and I'm pleased to welcome Mike Chappell with me to commentary for tonight.
Good evening.
How are we doing?
Yeah, all good. Looking forward to this one. Keith and Larry, stalwarts of the doubles in Aylesbury Paul, won this numerous times. Kevin Kevin Jason's first time to the final, I believe.
No, I think it's second or third.
Oh, is it?
I think it was same pairing 2 or 3 years, two or 3 years ago.
Fantastic.
These two faced off in the final. I think it was a bit of a one-sided affair that night. I can't remember the score. I might be doing Kevin Jason a disservice there.
Well, let's hope they play as well as having the rest of the competition. They've done really well. I've got the results up here, actually. John.
I think both pairings have had good.
Yeah. So we'll start with Kevin Jason. They beat Neil Robert Stuart Laderman in round 2, 3-0. They beat Julian Lefebvre, Luke Butler 4-2 in the quarterfinals, and then they come past Carl O'Brien and Justin Hooley 5-2 in the semis. So they've done really well to get here.
Yeah, exceptional, especially in the semi-final.
That's a great result.
Start of the year, I think they would have been one of the favourite pairs.
Yeah. Well, Justin and Carl knocked out last year's winners.
Yeah. Won't talk about that yet.
We're not here to talk about
Still not
us.
recovered.
Yeah. So dry break. We're on the time, are we tonight?
We are on the timer.
Yeah,
we're
on a timekeeper.
By 80, refereed by Rob Grood.
So 60-second shot clock with a 30-second warning, and that's it. It's not like international rules. This is played to Blackball rules. Looks like the guys are looking out reds, are they? They're going to come off and play this yellow over the bottom bag. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments as to if you think there's any outstanding favourites or how you think the game's going to go. Or even if you just want to say hi.
So this is the third season as a pairing in this competition. I don't think Jason's ever got to the final, but Kev Smith did get to the final a few years ago. Is what I've been sent to by Luton. Larry and Keith, this is their 11th season competition, winning it in 2016-17, 2019-20, and 21 and 22 as a pairing.
So they've got some experience in finals as doubles pairs then.
Yeah. Well, they also come runners up in 17, 18, 18, 19, and 2020. So this is the seventh final that they've got to as a pairing in 11 seasons. That is disgusting. That is consistency. So it looks like Keith has just underscrewed that to really where he wants to. He wants a bit further. But I don't know if Larry can get into this enough to try and screw into the red above the yellow, which might nudge down the yellow towards the bottom bag. So I think Larry's just going to play the billiard here actually and try and make the plant rather than making the yellow into middle, I think, from what they're just talking about there. Which is done, and it's not quite hard enough. That's a great idea. It's a nice shot though. That takes a bit of control of the frame. Remember Blackball rules, you can pot your opponent's ball as long as you pot one of your own. It's classed as a combination shot. Oh, Keith had a little wonder. Yeah, he thought he'd rattled that and that weren't dropping. But
Never has wiped your feet in a.
Oh, Jesus, he's wiped everything on his way in there. So these guys are looking at this finish here. They've got a tough one, probably the one closest to the cushion, obviously, on the left-hand side of the table. They're already working their way down the table. That's a very good shot, to be fair. I wonder if the red of the two of the left-hand side goes past the other red to the bottom right-hand corner, so they don't have to move it.
The option is going up the table now, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he was trying to leave in the double there. Oh, actually, I can see if that bottom, yeah. He's either going to play a double to the bottom bag or a double to middle. I think I'd probably fancy the double to middle, to be honest, John, because looking, I'm right behind the top one. That one goes past the other red to the bottom corner. But
up in the bottom left.
But in or over is
Again,
good.
A little bit more
That's
legs.
well done. So he's from here. I think that yellow may just go off the cushion into the red and still pot, you know. But they've also essentially got an angle to pot the yellow by the black into the middle bag. And it doesn't have to do too much. It doesn't have to smash it. Just have a little nudge, knock it towards the, because there's definitely enough room for the yellow to go down the rail if he moves it over a couple of inches. So Keith and Larry, their path to the final hasn't been easy either.
Well, they're doing that to clear
He's moved that out. There's still got a bit of work to do with the yellow by the black. Does it go in middle? I can get behind that. Yes, that goes in middle past the black. Obviously, it goes to the top pocket.
Play the plant across the table, and once you put these two down the bottom and the bottom left, leaves you an angle. Leaves you an angle for that. The large remaining yellow into the middle.
Yeah.
To leave you on the black.
Jamie's hampered because he'd probably be looking at the yellow to the top, to middle bag now, but now they have left that red to the middle bag all the time. Quite tight in the middle, but it doesn't have to do anything with the white ball, so it makes it a bit easier just to play that dead weight and just drop it into the middle. But he's not far straight to the top bag either, so realistically it's all about what's your preference on the pot here. No, he's missed the top bag.
I think my preference would have been trying to go run it up to the top. Just because it's the straight shot.
Yeah, it's a bit straighter, I suppose. You didn't have to do anything with the cue ball on either shot there.
Either way you take it, 6 and 1, half dozen of the other. In hindsight, should have gone with the other one.
But that first frame, doubles final, nothing's easy.
Yeah, we've got quite a nice little crowd down here tonight as well.
Yeah, we've got
sports and
20
25 people.
Yeah. 30 seconds called by 80 there. I'm quite glad that they've got the time clock on the finals. You know, Scotch doubles race to 6. It could be or not if you didn't have a time clock, especially with the local league rules where you can talk between shots.
Yeah, you do have that problem sometimes in the earlier rounds where the games can perhaps go on a little bit longer than what you'd like to, just because.
Well, do you like the rule? Do you like the rule talking between shots when during the visit, or would you prefer it to be once you played your first visit you can no longer talk? So first shot you can't talk again in that visit.
I think it depends on the competition. Like for a night like tonight, I don't think it's such an issue because you've still got your minute shot clock.
Yeah.
So whether you talk between the shot or not, each player could take up to a minute.
Yeah.
However, when you then get the weekend tournaments that sometimes go on where there's not a match shot clock in play, I'm a big fan of the talk before your first visit.
Yeah.
But after that, nothing. Because whilst the round might be timed when we do the competitions, the individual shot clocks, it's impossible to do with the amount of games that are going on.
What about earlier in the rounds though, when you're at best of threes, you know, and you've got a few matches to play and you've got pairings taking 2 minutes of time in between each shot during that visit?
I think early rounds it's not too bad. So they're shorter races. There's less
Yeah.
games in total to play. And
Be quite interesting to know what the viewers think. If there's
yeah,
anyone in the viewers get an opinion on that. Just back to the game here, John. I don't know if you saw that shot by Larry. Typical Larry Baker shot. He is so solid when it comes to tactical play. Oh no!
that's not the nicest way to lose your first frame.
I'm guessing Kevin Jason didn't fancy a tactical frame there and just thought, let's just get this one over and done with and move on to the next.
Get the ball. I think it was a little bit of an unlucky.
Oh
Reach.
no, very unlucky for that to come round. get
you
his
can
ball out and
account
cannon
for
his
that.
ball. Yeah, imagine.
But it's also one of those ones where you'd rather it happen in the first frame than the last frame.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of time left to get a frame back.
Mm-hmm. So what we've got left this season for the AIPL, we've got only the singles final left, and we've got the presentation night on the 6th of June. Am I right?
That is Troy,
right.
Troy Brett, your teammate,
Yep.
and Rob Holt from the Whistler.
Yep.
I think that's shaping up to be a battle of a half, really, isn't it? It's two exceptional players.
Let's have a little just double check on what we've got left.
But again, that's another one that will be reft and time kept races to 6, but that is taking place over at Bradmore Farm.
And that is next Wednesday the 20th of May. That'll be one to come and watch. I think this is Rob's first season playing in the local Aylesbury League, and he's got to the final in his first single season. Again, another person who's come through a really hard side of the draw. So, dry break, second one of the night. Both teams dry break in their first breaks, leaving quite a lot of mess here, unfortunately, for Jason and Kev. Not too much to go out here, so I think they may be looking at a containing shot, but
red up the top of the face.
There's not too much containing here.
Cue ball looks absolutely glued to that yellow in the middle.
But you're going to try and leave the white on the left-hand side and hope that you not leave too much, maybe. Put the red into the mix and hand over the table to Larry and Keith. And
unfortunately, we've not got the side view tonight, but I don't think the red towards the left-hand side in the middle of the table between the two yellows, I don't think that passes the black.
I don't think. And to be fair, the red's the next one over to it as well. Doesn't look like it goes too many. Obviously, when balls are moved, it might go to the top right. Yeah. May go bottom left past the yellow. So I still think the lads will be going. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go reds here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the yellow at the bottom of the table, over the bottom pocket, but into the big bag here.
Could be a path to that yellow down the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, didn't plan for that cannon on that yellow. He's left a nasty long pot there for Larry. I wonder if he can the bottom red of the whole lot. Can he just clip that in and put it off of the black? That opens up the whole frame. Bit of risk there where the white's going, but
I think you go top red in or over.
That's a good shot. Has he moved the black enough? Does that red go past the black now? I don't think it does.
I don't think it does.
No, not from our view. We're sitting in the bottom right-hand corner of the room, tucked away in the corner.
That's a big shot that Larry was just looking at. Second red in from the left, off the yellow.
What, to go into the bottom bag?
I don't know. Obviously, it won't be this shot, the next shot. I think he's looking at the second red in from the yellow.
Off the bottom. Okay.
Yellow into the middle bag.
Yeah, I see. Right. Oh no, my goodness, that has tied the frame right up.
Making it very interesting.
And I bet that red plants the black. So you got the red of the three in the middle of the table. I fancy that might just be popped up to the top of the corner.
I don't think that yellow at the bottom quite sneaks past the red into the middle either, so that's going to have to come across to the right-hand side.
You know what? The second red across, if we're looking at the table, actually does go past the black to the middle bag. It's just where the red next to the black is going to go. if they're going to stay attacking.
And
Knowing Larry and Keith, knowing Larry, I don't think he would fancy going for this. And yeah, as expected, just I think trying to leave the white tight on the left hand cushion. So
is the shot on from there, or he's left it that top yellow off the black in the middle, or is the black a little bit far away?
I don't think they'll do that. Could be
too risky a shot.
You know, can they flick off this yellow and run down to the bottom corner? Again, it's containing shot. No, he's left them on. He's left them on that red that goes to the middle. You know.
Yeah, that red you're saying about, if that does go.
I wonder if he. I'm just going to try and have a quick look here. I don't think. Can he play it off the black? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. He can't. The red doesn't see the black, if that makes sense. So he can't play that red off the black to then get it into the middle. So I wonder if Keith is just going to play the red off the jaw and leave it over the bag.
Try to kiss off the yellow to push it up.
Yeah. Something a shot like Larry could do here. See the red above the black. He can just if he can finally flick off that, can he leave the white just dead on the yellow on the side cushion? Not leave the lads anything. Again, this is a time where you probably don't want to shot clock and just give yourself a little bit of extra time to work this out. But that was a 30-second call there from the timekeeper AD. Again, Larry looking just to bounce the red into play, but the white in a bit of trouble.
That's the right choice.
I do like trying to get the white behind those two yellows at the bottom of the table, you know.
Oh, all day.
You know, if they can see the left of the three and just bring the white behind the other yellow, the middle of the three, that's a nice little shot then. He's tried it, little double kiss. You get that snooker, there's a chance that you could be leaving a shot where as they're getting out the snooker, they could be making the plant and that's, you know, not mean to pot the black, but you know the black could be going down. And where Larry's put that red after that last shot, that top red will go off the black and free up the pocket. But I don't know if they can get anywhere near that after this shot here.
I don't think they've quite got the angle to get into it, trying to pot the red in the middle near the what would be the blue spot.
I don't know if that goes past that red.
Perhaps just lose it, be a bit more of a containing shot, leave the white at the top of the table.
I'll tell you what, it's a clever shot there from Keith. Again, this is what players like Keith and Larry will do. If it's not there, they'll play a safety, but they'll be trying to move and develop balls to give them that opportunity to take the finish out next time. You know, I think the shot here, Jason's just called it, is just the flick off the yellow that's just below the white ball and leave the white somewhere near in the sort of the little quadrant bottom left of the table to snooker him on the red in the middle of the table. Don't have to worry about anything else. I think he's left that in the middle, hasn't he?
He's just left just enough.
Yeah. You know what? They're the sort of shots you watch the pros on TV and they make sure
absolutely nail it every time.
They just make sure they are not leaving that. And I think the problem there was Kev just played a bit of backspin just to take the white over there, which he probably didn't need. But by hitting the backspin, you have to hit the ball a little bit harder. Oh, he's got away with that.
Shot from Larry.
He has gone away with that. Because I thought it was going to pull up and leave that yellow into the middle bag and it would be in their hardest ball out of the way. This is one of those where you actually might be tempted in coming off the top bag, off the top cushion. Keep saying bag. Come off the top cushion and and try and hit the yellows at the bottom right hand corner and just leave hopefully that you leave the white in there and not leave an easy pot.
I think the red on the right hand side is almost playing havoc a little bit there. I half wonder if it's worth looking at Just a soft shot off the yellow off the left, leave the white on the top cushion, and bring the yellow back to where it was. Even without that, you possibly got the plant off the middle red.
I think they can play the red off the black. That's going to push the black towards the bottom bag, but not pot it. The whites can come down and leave him on the red over the other middle. And then the shot will probably be getting from that red in the middle to the top red, really.
.30 called by our timekeeper AD tonight.
So here's the shot. See, this was saying that was always going to be the positional is what you play next. So can Larry pot this and miss the middle?
Every chance he could be looking at a
Yeah.
he could look at a double off the left into the top right and come back down, but I think he's going top left.
Mm-hmm. Bit left hand side to miss that. It's good effort there.
Risk, great effort.
Yeah. Right, here we go. This is probably the first real opportunity these two have had. Now, fortunately for them, the red that Larry's just missed has left it as a big bag, or at least opened the top for that yellow on the cushion. So they don't need to play a double. Could potentially be one of their last balls if they wanted to leave it late. It's a soft plant here. Just leave it. Leave the white in that corner, or screw back out and play the combination shot. Yeah, nice shot. And then again, bit of bottom left. Just come off the top cushion.
Land on one of the ones in the middle.
God. He's rushed out a little bit there, unfortunately. Right.
The yellow right in the middle doesn't quite pass the left.
It's how attacking do you want to be? Do you want to take this on as run through? You can run through this about 3 inches and it'll be on the other one. No, that's a shame. Wasn't left with an easy shot there, unfortunately, Jason.
I think this is as straightforward as what you might think, though.
Oh no, this is going to be all about pace, because if he gets it too thin, no, he's got to go top bag, but he's got to come back down the middle of the table, pretty much not from the same line, so he might place a stun. Oh, he's looking. Can he cut this? Oh, that is some shot. That is what a great shot.
Looking at, I was worried about the where the white ball finished, but
so again, this is another shot. Is leave yourself, get on the ball and leave distance. You've got someone like Keith Jones as a partner, he's pop the ball from anywhere. Just make sure you leave him an angle. Make sure you get onto it.
And run it forward a little bit.
No, I
cutting backwards. He's trying
I
screw back.
I'll be tempted in screwing back. Look where Keith's looking at it. Look, Keith's coming around over here. Screw back to that cushion. The other choice you could do, keep tight back in the middle, is to screw back to the bottom of the cushion, bottom of the table. Oh, look at this.
Do a bit like this.
I'll get on it then. Oh, I don't know if he's happy with that. I'm trying to look at Larry's face. Keith's having a look. There's a bit of a grimace on Larry's face there, so I think this is tight. That was unlucky actually, because he's that 2 inches softer.
That you get off the white.
Yeah.
Some people play that a hell of a lot harder, and it just sit there.
Yeah.
Anywhere near coming back.
No, he's cued that really well. Alright, so Keith is going to leave the white dead in the bottom corner. Now, if that's touching ball, that's actually a bit of a mistake. Touching ball.
It's called touching ball.
So that is a let off.
Put it back where it is.
you know what? I'll be tempted. Yeah, that or just pain into the jaw, pain into the jaw, rattle it into the jaw. You know, you don't really want to leave too much. Just make sure you hit it. Oh my god, no.
So Kevin is not happy with that.
No. He doesn't look happy. Might just need to move out of the way a little bit there, Kev. You're looking right down the shop, please. Jason's come around to have a little look as well. I have a feeling that he's might have to be a little swerve. Is he jacking up? Might be looking at trying to play this off the yellow, you know, John. Oh no, he's swerving. He's swerving. Middle bag.
Oh, not have been far away.
And unfortunately, that black is now quite safe. So this gives Jason a free shot here to get their bad yellow out. They can go for it if they want to. No, and he looks like has left Keith. Double top bag.
He's covered the double into the middle bag.
You know what? There's a potential. I want to call this now. There's a potential if he's doubling that to the top pocket, and if it straightens up too much, he can miss the hit
triple into the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, or even into the big bag in the middle where that yellow's just covered potentially.
I don't think that yellow makes the big middle pocket a big.
He's looking like he can't see it, but he's looking at something like a different type of double. I just think it's a straight double, but he's looking at playing it. He's got it.
He's got it.
There we go.
And that is why we're sat here commentating rather than at the table.
Well, John, this is it is actually a fine example of take your chances. You know, Jason's played that a little bit tentatively. He's played the double, but if you're gonna play the safer to get the snooker, you know, if you're not going to commit to that double, make sure you get the white.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to get the white, or you know,
I think you're having
or get the double.
I'm having a quick break just for the players.
Quick comfort break.
So they will be back with us shortly. But yeah, as Mike was saying, it's very much a case of if you're undecided on a shot, you've actually got to commit to one and make sure you
exactly. Yeah.
It's like, especially a pairing like Keith and Larry. I've seen them get out of so many snookers. That you can't just leave them half a sniff.
No.
Like when playing Keith in the Roths competition that's just finished, first round, got drawn against him in the handicap, and no matter what we did against him, could not contain it, whether it was tucking him up or covering bags, was not able to actually stop him. He was finding a way out of everything and landing plumb on the next shot.
Okay, we're back in frame 3. Second break for Kevin Jason. See if we can get a ball. And unfortunately, the white has found the middle bag and straight in as well. And poor is a cruel game. It's a very poor, cruel game because it just hammers home. Sometimes you make a silly mistake, your opponent gets a bit lucky, and all you want to do is get down break and put a bit of a marker down, and then that happens.
Yeah.
Or the other way is your opponent then breaks dish, and you're 3-0 down anyway. So looking at this set, obviously playing Blackball rules.
Free ball for your first shot. It's just a free.
Yeah, so it's still a free table, and
next ball legally potted will assign the colours. Which they're probably looking at yellows again because they all look like they're sat nicely now. You play the first, the top yellow on the right, nudge the red out the way. for the second.
I think you know what? There's still got a little bit of work to do here because you've got the yellow just behind the red, so you've got to be a bit accurate to get yourself onto that one. You've got the other yellow on the left hand side of the table, just below, obviously the one near the middle bag. Got to be a bit accurate to get onto that as well. These aren't completely finished yet. And a little comment there from Keith saying, "Can't be doing that. Can't be hitting it that bad." So they're going to have to force a reroute now for Keith and Larry. I think Larry may be looking at potting this yellow and running into the red above that other yellow, or just coming up table and all about pace. But it's quite a thin angle he's got here, so he might have to play the cannon. And tell you what, he's played that really well because actually he's targeted the red, which is probably a bigger target, on the cushion with the bottom left hand side. Yeah. So Keith's just looking at where he can leave Larry potentially on the harder yellow of the two, because otherwise there's a lot of work to do. He's going to have another little look. You know what? Sitting from where we are, from looking in that corner, if Keith can leave Larry maybe that yellow over the middle bag a bit thin, Larry can then cut that in off and then come off two cushions and leave that other yellow to the bottom left hand pocket.
Yeah.
So he's got the angle.
Is he possibly going to look at a double up and down the table? Could quite just be overcomplicating things. Put the yellow over the middle bag and screw back a little bit for the, as you were saying, the yellow into the bottom left.
That's right. Yeah. How straight is he? Can he? Keith's just looking at saying to Larry, "Can you pop that and screw into the red?" And actually, you know what? I think he can. Just that's a nipper. You don't have to hit these too hard, but I think he can screw into that. I think you've got so much room for error. Is that 1-0 City?
I believe so.
Right. Don't miss the red. Oh! Reprieve. But, again, as he left that touching ball on the red. So, John, again, this is it. You've got a very good opportunity to get a decent safety. You know, can he get the white off the bottom cushion to the top? Goes off the side, top left hand, come around to leave the white somewhere in the top pocket over there. What? Shot might be come off the bottom cushion and leave the white somewhere on the right hand side of somewhere near those reds. You know what? Top. He's come around 3 cushions, played a nice little cocktail, and I think that may be a total just for the fact that the red is sitting very close to that yellow in the middle of the table. More people feeding into the room.
Just put a look at the AIPL's countdown champion in the house, Patrick Thompson. Got any maths equations for Patrick? He'll have it sorted in about 3 seconds.
Oh, I don't know if this was a total. Oh, that's a foul. And he's potted. They want that yellow to drop.
It was a lovely pot on the yellow, but unfortunately,
just caught the red. So
1 free visit, 1 shot. Do you
before they pick up that white? You know what? Yeah. Before they picked up that white, I would have been just have a quick look, see if that yellow can hit that red off the cushion and leave the yellow on the cushion. See this ball at the moving now. Right.
Yeah, so that then frees your red up on the left hand side
and puts her safe because they're still causing some trouble with that yellow, but it's still covered by that red. There's that yellow only goes to bottom left at the moment. It may go bottom right, so they should feel a bit of freedom with this. Let their arms go. The red goes to the bottom left hand pocket and also the top right hand pocket. It doesn't go into the middle. It's about working around the table now. Nice little starch, little penta there, little star. So I think it's all about picking you got the angles. realistically, they're just all a little stop shot. Little stop, little screw
I was
back,
just
little
saying
screw
that a
back.
lot of these were just little stop shots, little
Mm.
screw backs.
It's just committing to which way you want to go.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to have to come down. Are they going to go for the one on the right, left? I think I would like.
I think I'd go bottom left.
Yeah, it's just
And
about
try and
what
screw
position you
backwards,
try
isn't
to. You know what? They're not too far straight. They could pot that one, the bottom left one, and run off the bottom cushion. They can pot. The other shot might be just to pot this one on the right, bottom right, and stun across the middle bag, possibly. The problem is this is the problem when you got four options. This is why you just got to commit to your shot.
Yeah.
Look, in a way, Jason's obviously potted that ball and screwed back, but try and pick your route and decide to come bottom.
I think a lot of people shoot me for this, and let's say typical me. I think I'll be looking at snooker again.
Well,
Get that red back roughly where it is.
But how I describe how me and Troy like to see. If I've got 5 open balls there, you don't get many opportunities against a couple like this. And then we've just seen it in the last frame where Keith was on a bit of a no man land black, and he's managed to double it in. So I'm a big fan of. I'd rather go out swinging,
attack the game rather than.
That is a very good centre shot. We've left it a bit awkward with the white hampered. Larry's going to have to come across
the table to the middle right hand pocket.
Yeah, we'll see where the white finishes up. If Larry hits his half ball and the white finishes dead on the bottom cushion with the yellow somewhere near a pocket, it puts the pressure back on Jason and Kev again. Total snooker hampered to Chinese. 30 seconds called. Yeah. Again, just the containing, just left it a little bit untidy. You know what? I think Larry wanted that white a bit tighter, closer to the red, because I think they can pot this red to the top pocket, screw down, and I do fancy Jason and Kev to finish these off.
They should be. They just
I think just one little thing right now. Where you put in the black, choose where you want to put the black, and leave a position on this ball on your next ball to get onto the black. Here if they're going to play the black for middle bag, just miss the middle bag here with the white. He's played that well. Just a simple pot here. Mind your work with a middle
cut back.
Yeah, cut back. Play it plain ball. Nothing silly. White should come around 2 cushions and nice and safe. There we go.
Nicely done. Great way to get the first frame on the.
And there's an example of the percentages paying off there, John. So they got the frame one. They didn't chase the finish that time round.
I think that's where these games of the route that Kevin Jason have got to take. So look at the percentages, and that's the best way of getting results against Keith and Larry, because if you go for it and leave them half a sniff, we saw in the second frame that they'll just get straight in and make the absolute most of it.
All right, so we're giving everybody the route where we go. We go back to the doubles competition here, and the route of this competition for Kevin, Jason, Larry, and Keith after the group stages come up against. Where have they gone there? Adam Wayne and Elliot Riley, and they got through that 3-0 into the quarterfinals. Keith and Larry beat Adam and Chris Cox, Adam Jacko, Chris Cox 4-1. And then they come up against Carl Kearney and Sonny O'Sullivan and beat them 5-1. So they've been pretty convincing to get to the final, only dropping 2 frames from round 2. So have we had an in off there? Have I missed them going in off? Has that just gone in off? Looking at someone there. Yeah, ball in hand. So at the moment,
I missed that as
well. We're both looking at each other. I don't know
what we're doing. Honest,
I was reading out results. Statman. Will it's good thinking there by Kev just to develop that red off the far jaw of the middle bag.
It's Kev can see the funny side of it.
Yeah. Let's just say I don't think he'll be smiling or laughing if that was just the first shot and he's just passed over table.
Yeah, if this isn't 2-all at the end
Kevin
of this
having a bit
frame,
of
he
a
will
joke there with the crowd.
not be smiling.
No, so he's just trying to have a little look at that, and you know what, that was a good chance there for Kevin Jason. Regardless of what happened with the first shot, I do feel that if they pop that red, they take out the frame. So unfortunately, this time round, not in. A bit of work here to do for Larry and Keith, and I fancy they're going to try and get onto the one on the bottom cushion as soon as possible. And looking at Keith's face, I don't think Larry's quite got there.
So for the area that they've played into, they'll always have a secondary shot on in the yellow in the middle into the middle pocket.
Yeah, you know what? If they need to reroute, because Larry just said to Keith, I think you can get it with a little bit of swerve, but then obviously the white may not come to where he wants. It's a bit harder to control the white, so they may now go up table.
I was just trying to get a bit of better position for the same shot coming down the table next, but pop the yellow into the middle now, come back a little bit further.
I think this is what he's looking at doing.
Angle.
The thing is then is that connection from the bottom to the top, where actually go around the top of the table now and leave. Because then the one along the bottom rail, you don't have to be flying the white round, and you can leave the black for the left hand middle. Yeah. So this is the probably decision shot here: is do you pop this yellow and run up for the yellow on the top cushion, or do you play a little bit of stun and come back for the yellow in the middle of the table to the top right? It's easier to play this with a bit of top right hand side and drop it in. And that's what it looks like he's playing here. He's having to cue down a bit. He's hampered. Yeah. And actually, it looks like he's left. Has he left that yellow in the middle? Can Keith pop that and screw off? So Larry's played that really well. Keith's looking at
the top one straight and screw back to roughly where you are.
You know what? I don't know. A personal preference for me, I'd be looking at probably paying that yellow in the middle of the table to the middle and screwing off the side cushion. But he does have a small angle that he can stun down the table for that yellow to the right hand corner. So 30-second call. So yeah, it looks like Keith's going to take this into the middle bag.
Keith looking where he wants to leave the cue ball there.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be off the side cushion.
So again, you know what? That's a right shot. Okay, you know what? He's actually a little bit straight. There's still a bit of angle here, and Larry gets it. But this is natural to always be on that yellow to the bottom corner. They don't want to be too close to the left-hand cushion after potting this, because then there's a bit of work to do as well. So you may see a little bit of distance here left. Keith's looking at. I think Keith would rather have a bit straight and distance than a lot of angle and being closer to the ball. I think Keith probably wanted the white to be another 3 or 4 inches off the cushion there, but making sure the pot. That's probably come from the last frame. When they played that one in the middle bag with Screw trying to come into that red and it rattled out. So is this going to come around to your cushions? Yeah. So there is a little bit of work here. Now, I'm just looking here. I think he may be able to run into the cushion and hit into the yellow, knock it closer to the pocket.
Is there a risk though if he's putting the yellow on the left, because he's left it quite thin, that the white's going to cannon into the red in the middle of the table?
I don't think he hits the red. Unless he hits it really hard. No, I think he pots his. Keith with his cue ball control, there might be potential he has to screw into the red, but then you've line on luck. You hit that the wrong side or full ball, we could be leaving nothing on that other yellow.
Yeah.
We could be pushing the red over the pocket. This is sort of, again, this is what happens in the pool world for all of us when you start running out a bit of. And there you go. He's got the cue in. and just got a little bit too much check side on that, and it's come back up on itself. Just speed cloth this table. I didn't have a too good look, is it? Am I right? Speed cloth. It's not a napped cloth, is it?
No, I think it is napped.
Oh, it is a napped
Yeah.
cloth. Oh, it's quite reactive. Not too
It
much.
was given a good brush and a clean before
Okay.
the game
All right.
tonight.
Can Larry Larry might be looking at bringing this round 2 cushions. Bottom cushions, high cushion, put in the top bag. 30 seconds called by AD. He's just going to have a little look and give his opinion. What about 3 cushions into the middle bag near closest to the white? Little cocked hat.
Whatever,
I think,
Larry,
he's maybe leaving the white on the top cushion here and just leaving the white dead. Yeah, that's a kind of a sensible shot. I feel that he's pushed the yellow a bit too far up the cushion than what he wanted. So, there's a bit of a theme to this match. Is both pairs are getting a chance or two in each frame so far. And Keith and Larry be disappointed not to do more here, do more there.
So yeah, all coming back for the shot you're saying earlier on. Didn't quite get back far enough past the blacks into the bottom left, rerouting up the table.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Got some comments. What we got on here? Okay, we've got some dreamers talking about Arsenal there, so we'll leave them alone. Don't want to give them any. So I'm just having a look at this. There's a potential. Keith may have to hit this a bit hard because he might need to arc the yellow, but it may miss the yellow and get into the middle bag. I have to play this at pace with a bit of screw. He's also looking at playing that because that. I think he's just going to give this a go. He could treble as well, you know. If he misses that red in the middle of the table, could treble. Went far away from the arcing that yellow, John. Wow, great effort. But again, leaving someone like Keith that sort of shot, bit of a mistake. Because now the white's tough, the yellow's in the middle of the table. The yellow will cut in to the bottom left-hand pocket. So I feel. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, good shot. Right, take your time. Go around and have a look and where you need to leave this white. Because it's not looked. I feel that red body yellow does go to the bottom left. So again, if they just want to decide how they're going to get onto that ball. So if they can run this through, about a foot, a bit further.
Yeah,
oh,
great shot.
It's just a little bit low on it.
Straight, but
realistically, you would have liked to be another 3 inches, I reckon, just so we could just roll down. So he's going to have to roll above the middle bag. It's the wrong side. It's the wrong side. So he's going to have to pop this and come off the cushion or run into the yellow and leave a double. But it's not straight enough. These are the ones where you're trying to force the white, you can miss the pot. So concentrate on the pot and at least give yourself a shot on the black. So he's played that really well. And again, you know, sometimes Kev rushes shots. So he took his time there. He actually stood back up and just double checked what he needs to do. Clip in here for G. Get out the white. Oh God! Didn't need the right hand side.
Too many times.
Right. You would feel that they're going to try and set the yellow up.
Do you lay the yellow up?
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, you may be. To be fair, saying that, you may be better off
bringing the black
out. But you got to play it so you're leaving yourself on the yellow. You can't just be putting the black over the pocket and going, "Oh, I'm okay, yeah." You know. The problem is looking at trying to leave the yellow in either middle bag. Say they've got to bounce the black towards the yellow or towards the pocket. So if you left the white on the left hand side of the table, that's where he's looking. Maybe just flick off the black, white on the right hand side. And you could come around 2 cushion for the yellow in the bottom left. Oh, it's just about okay. No, it's fine there. I feel dead weight. You can just pop that on this behind the shot. No, knowing Keith Jones will just pump this off the bottom cushion. Watch the middle bag. It's fine. And they're going to rue that opportunity there. I feel, John.
I think
There's
so.
a very
Yeah.
good opportunity.
Hopefully, it won't affect them for the rest of the games.
No. Yes, please. So 3-1, Keith and Larry. We've had a bit of a nightmare with the breaks. Neither pairing having a first opportunity off their own break. Let's see if we can get something from Kev here. And again, dry break. So Keith and Larry initially working out what they want to do. You know what? If that yellow in between those 2 reds over there goes to the bottom left-hand pocket, there's a potential that they may go for that. But you got the 2 yellows up by on the top left-hand side of the table, which is not going in. I don't think either go past that red. It's just a bit frustrating. 30 seconds cool.
I'm not sure that yellow in the bottom left goes bottom left.
Yeah.
Look at going reds here.
So he's gone reds. Now, does that yellow, the red, at the top of these 3 that are just above the white ball, does that go top? That goes top right, doesn't it?
I would imagine so. It definitely
Yeah,
looks like
does it go? I don't think it goes bottom left, so they're going to have to look about trying to get onto that.
It wants to look at now.
Yeah, depends on the angle. We can run into it and give it a little nudge. Oh, it was dead straight on that. So yeah, again, a bit like when you watch Ultimate Pool and watching these pros, all they do is they go for the top one. Thank you. Is it just for me? No one else getting one? Oh. Thank you very much. What a star.
Always is.
Right. Has he run too far there?
Or just take the one on the top?
No, if he's in that top left corner now, you've got to take it. And he may just think this over. Or come around 2 cushions, top 2, bit of right hand side, leave himself the one on the bottom left. But I fancy just as he's screwing into the yellow.
Looks like he's playing a bit of screw.
Oh no, he could just miss the yellow. Yeah, so we go to think across. Right.
So bottom left.
Yeah, I think it's just about an angle, making yourself leave an angle. So if he's going to pop that, it's about trying to get back up to one by the black. You know what you'd fancy? You know what I'd fancy? I'd fancy making sure that you're just a little bit low and you can screw off the side left-hand cushion. Right. Oh God, is it? He's a bit of angle there. I think he's going to have to play this a bit of stun. So he's still going to come off the bottom cushion with a little bit of right-hand side and come round off the side cushion.
Or do you go for a reroute?
Or
middle off the top cushion and come back down. But there's a lot of obstacles.
You know what? I think the shot here, the angle he's got here, he can run this through the left hand side with the white, keeping it on the short position. So come up the right hand side of the table for that red to the top bag. See what you see there?
Yeah.
Keep his hand. Can't really snooker yourself. You know, he's got a
quite
big area actually there. No yellows in the way.
Have a shot on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, leaving in Keith. If he's Larry's just said talking to Keith. There's too much traffic going the other way, so I think he's right here, left hand side. And he's played that really well.
Yeah.
think Keith can just give this a little bit of dink, a little bit of
Bit of
backspin.
an angle on there, so it's got to watch
Yeah,
that middle pocket.
I think he's not hitting it too hard. He won't be able to get the white where it is now, but he'll be able to pot this and screw into the bottom drawer.
Almost on the bottom drawer with that middle pocket and the
Yeah,
right to leave the white.
yeah. These sort of shots, he's a bit of a curious there, Mr. Jones, and he'll be able to just to nip this back.
I was saying just give him a shot where it be bottom,
Yeah.
down the bottom
Yeah,
at
he's getting
worst.
that. Oh, it's come off.
Oh, quite enough.
It's a good shot. Leaving a bit of a tougher black. Personally, a bit different when it's sitting over a couple of metres away from the pool table. So nothing to do with the white really, as long as Larry pots the black. And it's just the black's gone, and that's 4-1. Unfortunately, there.
Dry break as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. That's the first dish of the match. And that is, and then just what I was saying to you a couple of frames ago is you make one little mistake, and the pool gods are so unforgiving.
I think that was just off a dry break, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Exactly.
a foul or anything.
Exactly. And you see that even towards the end with Keith and Larry, they just, took their medicine, went for short position, give themselves half a shot, so they're not snookering themselves.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it's just give yourself a chance.
And unfortunately,
see how you end up.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Jason, obviously where he's gone in off on the black on the previous frame, he's just had to stand there and mull it over and hopefully, So dust yourselves off, lads. Have a short break because a bit of comfort break for the players.
Jason and Kev stood there like they are in the photo of them in the intro. I don't think they're entirely sure what's happened so far.
You'll be praying for those chances back. So it's nice to see people here from various teams supporting their friends and other people just coming to watch the final.
Yeah, it was always going to be a good one. If Kevin Jason can get themselves 2 or 3 frames out the next 3.
Well, in a
got to
way, when you're playing first to 6, you want to keep your opponents off the hill.
Yeah.
So I think I wouldn't even worry about the next 2 frames out of 3. I'll be just 1 frame at a time. 1 frame at a time. Let's just get this one ball at a time, 1 frame at a time. Look, we've all missed balls. We've all gone in off moments. So you just got to accept that's a fact. The frame that they won, they've done well. They played the percentages and then took their chance. Look at the positives.
I think for 2 of the frames, this could be 3-2 either way. Or you could either say it should be 3-2 either way. They're not the last round, one before that, where ran a little bit out of position for the black and missed it.
Sure.
And went in off.
That's why you dry broke, Kev.
Just a little bit of an issue with racking up the balls.
Well done, ref. Rob Garud this evening. So, Larry Baker. 6th frame. And we have a ball. We have a ball. It is. That's the first ball potted off a break, apart from a white. So, Larry and Keith looking at the table. Obviously, bottom corner. If that red goes down the rail past that yellow, it's probably worth trying to get that done now.
And that's off the cushion, haven't you?
There we go. And then again. Now, I'm looking at these 3 on the top right-hand corner. So I'm just having to listen to the Scottish Premiership results there on from the TV. So I think here is about what they. Wonder if that red below the yellow goes into the middle bag. You know the left of the 3 reds on the right hand corner? Oh, God. I don't think he's played that very well, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that. Like you're saying, that red to the left of the 3 on the right hand side, I think that drops in the middle.
It opens it
So
right
that
up, doesn't
opens
it?
up the top red into the top right.
Obviously, the one of the 3, the middle of the 3, if you're looking at a sort of rough line, the one further up the table, that probably went if you get onto it. But I think Larry's just quit on that, unfortunately. And well, they've got into the pack, and unfortunately, obviously, cut the red. Probably more concentrating on trying to get position now. So there's a few little choices here for Jason. Sorry, mate. Delete that one. It's a highlight reel, Keith. My highlight reel. In or over, not too hard. Yeah. I think Jason and Kev just still need to back themselves. They're both very good players. They can take out really good clearances. They've had a great run to here, and just got to stay positive. You know, having a look here, I think Jason probably wants to be a bit higher, so they've left. Can he pot the right of the 2 yellows on the left hand side? I don't think he can. I think the black might just be poking out a bit too much. Oh, nearly. Right, again, do you pull back now? Can Jason get the white? Just play this slowly and play the white off the furthest of the left and just run through and snooker him. What's he looking at the bottom?
We'll find out after Kev's
once. Oh, it's the white. He's played the cannon. He's played that well. Now
again, the red into the bottom left-hand corner and come up and knocks the red out the way.
Are they going to keep going,
in the middle,
or are they going to play percentage again? 4-1 down. These are the choices. Not saying right or wrong. I've already said I'm a big fan of if they all go, and you've got a bit of a route, you give it a go. The yellow at the top of the table on the right hand side does go in the middle past that red. But I think he's looking. No, he's making a no. He's potting. I'm behind that shot and he's gone for the pot, and he has missed. Now, I think
that yellow at the top hasn't covered the red.
I'm just going to have a little look. John, I've got a feeling.
On the left of the 2 in the middle goes, so you've got to look for the one on the right.
Right, you got the 2 reds together. I've got a feeling that the second red may go off the yellow. Obviously, I'm not standing where Keith is, so I think Keith was looking at that and seeing if he can cut that off the yellow. Or he's going to come across table.
I think it might go direct. I think that's poking up.
What, the two reds together?
Yeah.
Not from where the white is, I don't think. Look, if you see what Larry's looking at there, he's not looking at the potting angle there. Yeah. He's looking at the cutting in off the yellow, and that definitely does go if the white's far enough up the table. He's running out of time here. He's changed his mind. But if he gets that, he's put the white back in the same position.
Has he just now handed that problem over to Keith? It's a fantastic pot.
Yeah. I think, you know what, knowing Larry, if they take out the finish, he's happy. I feel that he didn't really want to pot that red there.
How would you play it at that pace?
Well, in that final, you don't want to not hit the cushion, do you? So you would probably play it a little bit harder, just to make sure you do hit a cushion, because you've got to hit cushion after making contact with the object ball, not before. So, is he gonna? Can he see this? What's he looking at?
Keith Jones trick shot.
There we go.
Exactly as you called it.
Yeah. I wonder.
The next problem is
I need to stand
up
and
the yellow is blocking that red.
It's not. To middle, it is. The one to middle. It depends how thin the red it is for him to pot that because the red that he's closest to does go to the top left-hand corner. It does go. So I
Another
think they'll be
question.
looking at this, but where the white ball going, nobody, well, not too many people will know.
To your best impression up.
So that means looking at the potting angle, he's going to have to come round. I think you're relying on a little bit of luck here. I think you concentrate on the pot. Obviously, we can't see. I'll be behind the pot. I'll let you know if it's on its way. He's missed it top jaw, unfortunately. And see what I mean by the white? The white's running round. I wonder, can they see the top left yellow? Can he pot it? If he can pot that, they can just work their way down the table. He can pot that. He can pot that. Pot that on the top left, middle right.
We're looking at the plant for if it doesn't go.
If it doesn't go, I don't think I'll be playing the plant. I think I'll be looking at playing a little snooker to this bottom corner. But Jason's got down on the pot. I think he's on this. Not too hard. Stop. Oh, he's not found the gap, has he? Oh, he has found the gap.
Found the gap.
Wow. So make sure the position here, just a little screw back, about 2 inches here. Not hit it hard enough. And unfortunately, not hitting the cushion in these rules is a foul, ball in hand. So it's just I think a nice simple way of thinking that you don't have 2 shots. I think you got 1 shot and just take the finish out. Nothing silly. We pop this white off the cushion, red into the middle bag, and a black in the bottom left here.
It's one of those where if it's not doubles, you don't. There's nothing to talk about or think about, and especially like Larry and Q should see that route straight away.
Unfortunately, you can't make those mistakes against Keith and Larry.
Talking of mistakes.
Wow.
Lifeline.
Wow.
Then you've got to make sure you make the most of it. Great shot by Jason there.
Yeah, no, again, choice here. I think he's going to, look, there's so much room at the top of the table. Don't try and get cute. Don't try and get perfect on this yellow. Just make sure you're above it and give Jason a shot.
A little bit of back.
There we go. That's it. That's all he needs to do. Nothing silly. Again, Jason, nothing silly. Screw back. Even if it's just a foot off the cushion. That is a lovely shot.
That could be
you know what? It's one of those where you might have to save that black by Keith because
we won't see many of them.
Yeah, you'd never see him miss one of them again.
That's the sort of thing that happens in the fighting games though, where it you feel like it changes the course of the game. So you just need to feel like a little bit of not luck so much, but something goes in your favour.
Yeah. And that gives them hope.
Yeah.
That sounds funny. Yes. 5-1 is much different.
4-2.
Yeah. Jesus. Especially when you've got the league's most decorated player on I would say 10 out of 10 black, but obviously 9 out of 10 black, 99 out of 100 black. And fortunately for the gents, he's missed it. So
I said as well though that you don't get to or win competitions without a little bit of fortune or luck on your side.
Exactly. Look at that. That's long. Scottish Premiership. No one really cares about it until Hearts is doing
until now. You're one game away from a.
That's right. Celtic. Yeah. Blimey.
Jason's break,
and we've got a ball.
Red in.
But where's that white? Look, that red and yellow at the top of the table now. That's just. You know what? It's one of those. You know what? It's one of those frames where you look at this and go, oh, would have been nice. But are the poor
nice
gods
red.
gonna do it back to Keith there? Can we get a little breaking dish? Can that red in the middle bag just be clipped in and they run into that red and yellow? Oh, don't cover the bag. Oh, wow. And I feel that may have been the wrong shot choice, you know. I see why you do it. You want to get your hardest ball out. But
Playing it like that is
Kev,
always
yeah.
leaving it.
Kev just called out to Jason. Reds look really good now. Took that bit of that fortune of knocking that red over pocket quite well for Kev Smith.
I think it was one route or the other.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Laugh or cry.
Chose the correct one.
Well, still quite a lot of pool in this match here. Unfortunately, looks like Jason's left the red to the bottom right hand corner here, and Larry
one
sent
good
that
pot
away.
that, yeah.
So, Kevin.
So, Kev, we love you, Kev, but you make a shit window.
Thanks very much. You could have just turned around with locked through your ears. So Keith, I feel, was probably going to be screwing up to the up that side of the table now to leave Larry on the red to top right corner. It sounds mad that it's quite close to a pocket, but it's probably the hardest ball just for the fact there's a bit of traffic around it.
Put this one not too hard. You naturally going to come back for the red to the right hand side.
Yep.
Put that drift through.
Again,
left, bottom left.
Yeah, again, this where the black is, it goes in for all four pockets. Those two yellows aren't actually doing anything, but it's just going to cause a bit of issue in your mind as a problem.
The way I look at that, it's relatively straightforward, but there's also so much room for it to go wrong.
Yeah, but it's now about choosing where the black want to do. Choose your route now. Yeah. Choose, right, tell you what, shall I pot this red in the middle and run down for the red over the bottom corner? Because then you can bring the white out and just drop that. Yeah, but then if you don't get position on that red, they're running away from the black and making it hard.
Leave the red to the middle and the left is your last ball.
Yeah, but then you've got to try and make sure you leave it, because you want to try and leave yourself an easier shot on the black. You still need to be out far enough. And that's where those yellows then come into play. So looking at Keith's got a good angle on this red. He's got just natural float down the table, which he has sort of done. And he's left himself on the red. So again, it's all about, you can leave the black for the middle bag, which I feel, but and that yellow's going to be coming into play if Larry hits this too hard. Yeah. So yeah, they've done this well. They've decided,
drop this in and then black in the middle bag, right.
Yeah. Ooh. Flirting with the yellow there, leaving Larry a shot. Again, don't do anything with the white. Look, I think he's taking too long in this shot. He's taking too long. It doesn't go in off. He knows it doesn't go in off. Roll it in. And he's got it. And I feel that's what happened in the last frame when Keith missed that black. I just think for Keith, he took far too long over that shot. He's looking at the angle. He didn't need to, he's potted hundreds of those balls, probably thousands of balls like that in his career, in his lifetime.
Minimum.
Yeah. So sometimes, the occasion, making sure. So 5-2, Keith and Larry on the hill. And just looking back again to that first shot that Kevin and Jason chose to go for to play the plant, it was a do or die moment, because they get that, they take the finish out, they're taking the shot, they open the frame. Unfortunately, the white's come down and knocked the red over the bottom corner and actually put Keith and Larry in control without them having a shot.
Yeah.
And again, dishing up there once they did get to the table.
I think the pace that Kev played that one at possibly comes from the shot in the frame before, or the frame before, under the hit of ball.
Yeah.
In not potting or making a cushion.
Sure.
So like, right, play it a little bit more again because it's a plant. It needs that extra little bit of
Yeah.
make sure of it. And unfortunately, it's ended up costing them again.
Mm.
I think table's not liking the balls being wrapped up nice and tight, but I think Rob's managed to get it done.
Some of these, there's different brands of triangles out there nowadays. The Supreme triangles are normally quite good. I'm not sure if that's just a general pub
I
triangle
think
that
it's
is
just
just.
$3.99 pub triangle.
And sometimes you just can't get them. You know, if you get a little bit of rut on the top ball, where you get the contact on the break where the balls bounce
Oh
and,
yeah,
and cause the damage as well. That's never helpful either.
but you,
It's
you see
tough.
on the table where the all the balls are racked up. It's had lots of use.
So break there, ball potted. I fear that this could be over.
So
They're just having
one
a
good
little
pot
look.
on that. What I think yellow to the bottom left.
I think Larry's taking this top
Right
one
to
just so
left.
they make sure they're on that colour because you get yourself in control. And that needs to slow down. Oh yes, just about.
Again,
That
it's
gives Keith a
area
choice now.
area of the table where there's one or two, three balls to play for.
Yeah, gives Keith choices. I feel that, mate. Obviously they're on the yellow, which is it's not tough, but on the left hand side of the table, he's on that now. He can just flick that in. The he can play the yellow over to the right hand corner on the right hand middle, and then they can play the yellow down the rail. And to be fair, you got the yellow on the right hand rail. The yellow just to the left of that does go into the middle bag where he keeps playing this yellow now, and keeps just literally just put the white back in the same place. So realistically, problem ball is probably the yellow near the black spot.
Yeah,
Just more about positioning more than anything. And like I say, down the rail here, the yellow to the left of the one down the rail does go
yellow
into
on
the
the black spot.
left
Yeah,
and
go
middle.
left middle. So did you pot this and run forward?
Yeah, I think you do. Pot this, run forward. To be fair, the yellow on the black spot does go into the middle as well. Well, it looks like from here it does. Yeah. So you could pot this and run right down, and if he's on that one into middle, we can play that then. Obviously, in fact, black's going to cause him a little bit of an issue. Doesn't go to the pocket it's closest to him. There's another miss pot from Keith Jones. So, are they going to go out swinging, or are they going to tighten up a bit? I feel like I do like this shot. I do like this shot. The red up the rail.
Red up the rail on the right hand side. Don't worry about potting it.
Okay, so the thing with moving this red above the black is you are opening up the black a bit. Still went in 4 other pockets, but
it is all there. So one good pot here. If he can keep that cue ball roughly where the red is, maybe run forward a little bit. You got the red on the left hand side.
Well, if he runs through, you'd be leaving yourself an angle on one of the 2 reds that are closer to each other to just to screw back. So, come on then, Kev. I like potting the bottom one of the 3 that's going into the yellow if that red don't go. Oh. So I like if you play the bottom one, you run into the yellow. He's just pushed it. I don't know if that red goes into his pocket. Kev's blocking my view. He's got half a pocket, but he can't do much with it.
Go off the knuckle.
He'll go, but he's got to be the right angle to be able to get up for the black if that's going to be your last ball. They could drop this one in the middle and then drop that red in over here and leave that other red.
If you get back on to play off that one and come round off the bottom cushion.
So he is on this red to the bottom corner.
Now.
What's the ones he looking
to the
at?
bottom left.
He's got down quick. Can he just? Oh my god!
And if this goes,
he's on it. Larry and Keith are laughing and smiling. It is tight, but it goes. He can screw. I don't think he wants to roll this through as Kev. He wants to screw back. He needs to screw back past where the white ball is now.
You need to play it softly.
Yeah, it goes in there.
But you won't have a shot on the black.
No. Oh, he's tried to pull it in the middle of the pocket. We've all done that as well. Amount of times where you're like, right, I need to get position, and you know you've got a tight pocket, but then you take your eye off the pot to the pocket rather than the part of the pocket that you're aiming for.
Yeah, just go for a pot in general rather than specific.
And the unfortunate thing for Kevin Jason here, and the fortunate thing for Larry and Keith, is they've left him on the hardest ball, and he doesn't have to do anything with the white because he's going to snooker him if it doesn't go in. So do you take that now and screw back, stand back to leave the yellow over the bottom right? See, left him on that. Not much to do here for Keith. It might be just a little bit off straight, so you can just. I wonder if you can just drop it in and leave the white where the yellow is, or we can come off the bottom cushion. Yep, played that well. So not much to do here with the white. Just
yellow in the middle, off the side
cushion. Yeah, just nice. Just plain ball. Bring the white off. We might be a bit high. Oh, perfect. Now, again, Keith coming around the table just to. I don't know what. Again, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't need to talk about this here. You know, you don't want to. Unless you're settling yourself, which is fine. But again, the side cushion. Screwing up.
Again, too much of an issue. But I guess sort of, as you say, if you screw up, there is a risk. Come off the side cushion. It's really a bigger area.
I fancy Larry potting this, to be honest. He's been probably the standout player this evening. He's been pretty solid. Not missed much. Played the right safety shots when the time comes. Just roll this in. And that is the match. Congratulations, Keith and Larry, winning 6-2. Commiserations, Kev and Jason. And we've only got the one
game left to go for the season.
One match left, which is next Wednesday at Bramwell Farm.
Then thank you very much, Kev. That is
great. You got two
frames.
Kev. Well 2 frames, well on, mate. Count is doing well.
But not plenty of pool going on around town. You say you've got a couple of tournaments coming up, haven't you, for Bradwell Pool promotions?
Yes, we've got the Hustle coming up tomorrow, which is always fully subscribed. We've got a team event at the end of the month.
Yep.
On the 30th, which should be good fun. 4-man team event and singles. We've then got another Hustle finals on the 11th, which are you guys
we should be at.
streaming. Fantastic. And then 13th,
isn't it?
Yeah, 96 players. Yeah,
someone's going to be a busy boy over the next few weeks.
Yeah, and I'll give you a bit of an exclusive here. I have the dates for the Hustle Series 4. Season 4, yeah. I know. So post will be out for that later on this week if I get a chance. But yeah, we'll get that sorted. But yeah, thanks for having me tonight, John.
No, thanks for coming down.
No, that's good. Thanks so much, AD. See you soon. And hopefully we'll see you next week at Bramwell Farm.
More than likely.
Happy days. I
might not be there. It'll be in everybody else's capable hands.
Oh, okay. Lovely stuff.
But yes. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we shall see you all soon.
Good night.